Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I'm Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Hey, we're going to go back out to the state of Illinois. Now, for those of you who geek out on this channel, you know that I have been incredibly critical of the state of Illinois, and I want to make something perfectly clear, and I think this video will hopefully help clarify that. I don't hate the state of Illinois. In fact, I'm going to show you what's awesome about all the people who live there. Do I hate Illinois state government? I most definitely do. I don't believe there is anything more nefarious, sinister, or evil anywhere in the United States than Illinois state government. I don't think there's any state government that absolutely hates its citizens, especially its lawful and responsible gun-owning citizens, more than the state of Illinois. Well, as we know, we are beginning a new series of videos which is called Countdown to Confiscation. That's right, because as you remember, under the Protect Illinois Community Act, you can keep some of your semi-automatic rifles. You just have to have them registered with your state government by the end of this year. Otherwise, they may come around and confiscate them. So, how is the state of Illinois doing on this? Well, we're going to go take a look at the data, and we'll start doing this on a regular basis. So today, let's spend a few minutes. Let's talk about what makes Illinois so awesome, and let's talk about the state throwing a middle finger at their gun laws. Okay, so what we're talking about yet again today is the Protect Illinois Communities Act and the current registration requirement that has to be completed by December 31st of this year. Otherwise, well, the state may come and round up some of your guns. For those of you who have geeked out or have not yet geeked out on it, Illinois passed an assault weapon ban. With it came an automatic enactment clause. There were certain firearms that were previously owned that were grandfathered in. However, in order for firearms owners in Illinois to maintain possession of that, they must register the firearm with the state of Illinois. So their choices are right now either registration or confiscation. Yes, this is the year 2023 in Illinois. Now, how is the state of Illinois doing with this? I mentioned earlier that I am very, very critical of Illinois state government. I will remain critical of Illinois state government. However, to the folks of Illinois, you guys are awesome, because what the data is showing us from the Illinois State Police Department is that Illinois residents are throwing a big, gigantic middle finger at this law. Let me show you why. Okay, according to the data, this is directly off the Illinois State Police Department's website, there is a total of 2,415,481 FOIA cards. The number of individuals so far that have disclosed or registered firearms with the state of Illinois is 2,430. So of a potential 2.4 million firearm owners, so far, 2,430 have registered. Now, I recognize that there could be some FOID members that don't own any firearm that would need to be registered, but we could also assume that there would be many who probably have many firearms and many components that also need to be registered. Now, if we take a look and just do simple math, which is 2,430 divided by 2,415,481, well, the answer is, well, as you can see for yourself, but you guys all knew that. Now, converting that back to a percentage, what we find is that 0.1% of current FOIA card holders have registered their firearms. That's right, not 1%, 0.1%. So 1/10 of 1% have actually done any type of registration. But there's more that can be taken from the numbers. Take, for example, this. Now, there were 2,430 individuals who disclosed, and the total number of items disclosed was 7,067. There was 4,592 firearms, 2,431 accessories, and 44 types of ammunition. Now, again, if we divide 7,067 by 2,430, what we see is this answer right here, which essentially means that individuals who are currently registering are averaging 2.9 items per registration. So, of the very small portion of people who have registered, on average, 2.9 items per registrant. So if that was true across the board, and there's 2,415,481 FOID card holders in the state of Illinois, multiplying it by 2.9, there would be approximately 7,004,895 items that would need to be registered with the state of Illinois. But currently, there is only 7,067 items currently registered, which also breaks down to a 0.1% compliance rate. That's right, 0.1%, not 1%, 1/10 of 1 percentage point. But listen, this is based on early registration numbers, and I don't know what kinds of people are really hot to trot to get their items registered, but we know that there are many, many individuals, very lawful and responsible gun-owning Illinois residents, who have a multitude of items. Take, for example, I have a decent-sized collection. If I had to register between magazines and firearms, I'm looking at probably somewhere in excess of 60 or 70 registered items. So when we start extrapolating math, we can see that, hey, you know what? The compliance rate might be even more paltry than we already suggest. Consider this. If ultimately the average is there's about 5 items per individual that needs to be registered, well, that would equate to 12,077,405 items that need to be registered. With the current number that is registered, that equates to a 0.06% compliance. And if you just broke it down to 4 items per person, well, the numbers get mildly better for the state of Illinois. At 4 items per individual, that would equate to 9,661,924 items to be registered. With 7,067 already registered, that would mean that currently there is a 0.07% compliance rate. Now, the date of recording of this video is November 1st. We are 30 days into a 90-day registration window, which means we are 1/3 through it. Yes, I do believe that we will probably see numbers click up and probably click up significantly as we reach that December 31st deadline. However, at the current rate we're going, even with a significant uptick, we are looking at a compliance that's going to be easily in the low single digits. We will continue every week or two to do a video. It is part of our series called Countdown to Confiscation. Things might get real interesting, might get real noisy in Illinois come the first of the year. Listen, if you got any other questions about this or anything else related to what's left of our Second Amendment rights, you guys should know how to get a hold of Washington gun law by now. If you don't, that's okay. That information's right down there in the description box. In the meantime, let's everyone remember that part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation, how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay safe.